All right, so this is going to be a test of a script version of craters. It's not improved craters, it's not simple craters from the Steam Workshop. This is by Rick O'Shea, who also has Steam Workshop content, but he has so graciously provided me with a copy of the script so we can test out the cratering system that he's devised. So the problem that simple craters had and improved craters had was the developer said that aircraft would stop flying over an area that was cratered. So you can imagine being a cast bird, that would probably be very problematic, right? You do a close proximity cast strike to your area of operations during your orbit or potential reruns of casts, you'll probably fly over deformed areas. Your plane stopping in the middle of flight would be catastrophic for the crew, the mission, the operation, and overall immersion. So I'm going to test out Rick O'Shea's version with some Hydra rockets and a little bird. Just try to do some strikes on the ground here. Flew over it after the initial attack, no problem. And I will come back around. As you can see, there's some cratering. The terrain has been deformed. Fairly realistically, no problems. Try to reattack on that same position. Try to get some more intrusion into the earth. And then we'll fly over again, then we'll land and we'll actually check out the craters left behind. Oh, there we go. Had a little stuttering there. Frozen for a second. All right, but that was pretty extreme. I'll try to fly over again, but you saw the little hitch going over the nucleus of the crater. See what happens. Okay, nothing when I flew over that time. So to me, it looked like because I flew over right as it was still impacting and the deformation was actually happening in real time, that probably had some consideration as to why I had that pausing or hitching or freezing of flight over the craters. Right again. Low flight over the craters, no problem. So I think as long as the cast bird is not at ground zero or not in very close proximity while the deformities are being created, probably won't have too much of a problem. Yeah, so I mean, you wouldn't even be that low engaging anyway. I'm going to land and we'll take a look at kind of cratering this left behind. Looks pretty good. Try a low flight over the crater. Zero issues. I mean, obviously that's multiple rocket strikes at the same impact location, going to cause deep cratering. But I think that's pretty good. This one's more realistic of probably what a little bird rocket would do in and around a very, very brief engagement area. Not this one; it's pretty significant, but this one right here looks pretty good. Yeah, like that one point one salvo, one rocket leaving this, I think is pretty good. All right. So far, I think that's good. I will probably add a vehicle. I'll engage it, and I will do some testing. Obviously, that's extreme cratering, and the decal of the ex explosion or singeing of the ground seems to have, yeah, it seems to be on a timer, and then it goes back to just grass. I'll have to ask Rick if the decal for the rocket impact can be adjusted. I'm sure it can. Could probably leave it there for, I don't know what kind of server performance or game performance leaving it there would create or not create. That would definitely be a question I would ask, just for immersion purposes, right? Grass wouldn't grow back that quickly after being overturned. This looks like new regrowth, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'll do another extreme flyover with more rockets, and then I'll probably test it with a C-130. Correction, A-10 with a cluster bomb and see what that looks like. Okay, so this will be another reattack of, let's say, just some open terrain here. I'll do one, do a overflight issue. I will do multiple. Little bit, but nothing even to worry about there. It did not affect my ability to service targets. No real performance hit. Deformation looks pretty good. A lot of rockets there. Obviously, that little excessive for what a fold and fin aerial rocket would do, but definitely like it. I think it's a win. That's definitely a win. Pretty significant deformation, though, from rockets. I'm sure that can all be tweaked. These look good here, but this obviously I think I did multiple strikes right in the same position. So that's pretty significant cavitation into the surface, not consistent with what these hydrids would be capable of, but obviously getting to know the scripting, how it reacts, how it performs, pilot's familiarity with it. But I think this is really good, really nice. This looks really nice back here. Just some mild intrusion into the surface. That looked like a 2-rocket hit, and this obviously was multiple rockets hitting the exact same point right on the target, causing the object to go deep into that crater, right into the cavitation area. All right, we'll try an A10.